Alrighty, YouTube, welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to talk about a question I get asked in stream. Is it time to return to New World? The straight answer is I'm going to say no. And let me tell you why. I'm going to go over PvP and PvE, the current issues that I see with the game that people are not enjoying, and what people seem to be complaining about the most. And I'm just going to be running around, so if you just want to throw me on in your background, you don't have to actually watch the video. You can do that. I'm not going to really be showing much in-game, pretty much talking in like a podcast kind of way, essentially. But let's get right into it. PvP, we're going to cover that first. OPRs are still bad. The current meta is just bows and fire staffs everywhere, and then whatever team has more melees is just going to be able to obviously take the point and roll the other team. It's just not fun. You're pretty much just playing catch the chicken or whatever the entire OPR till it's over, and then repeat. So it's just a bad meta. It's not fun. There's no real fighting going on because everyone just wants to sit back with a bow or a fire staff. Which, whatever, if they have fun doing that, it just creates a bad environment for PvP. So OPR is just bad until they figure out a way to fix that, which doesn't seem like they know how to fix. Every dev video I've seen, they're like, oh, well, the bow and fire staff have such low win rates. So that doesn't seem like a fix is coming because they're only looking at win rate. I think they need to look at bigger picture if they want to solve the OPR issue. And the reason I'm going in more depth with these PvP issues, so you can make a decision if you want to return at some point. So I don't see an OPR fix coming anytime soon. One thing I would suggest the devs should consider doing, since range is such a massive issue, I believe fire staff and bow, because people still use them, like, you're getting a lot of score in OPR no matter what. Win or lose, you're going to get your 3,000 score most likely with a bow or fire staff. Even if you're getting rolled because you're pumping out so much damage, it's giving you that score to get that cap of 3,000, which is when you get the most points. Unless you win, then you do get 500 more overall. But you pretty much get max rewards just for getting that 3,000 points, which bows and range can easily do. They can sit back and just pump damage. So I think the way to solve that issue is to lower the amount of points you get per damage on ranged weapons. I feel like this can help fix the meta. More people will want to melee, because if you're not going to melee, you're not going to get full score. But till they really address that, I don't see OPR getting fixed anytime soon. Now let's go on to arenas. Arenas is going to be quick. Arenas just sucks. Straight up, it's terrible. The rewards are trash. The matches are kind of boring. The arena map is kind of eh. It's really just the rewards, I would say. I mean, 3v3s could be fun. The rewards are just really, really bad. So, arenas need work, which they're giving us a new map here soon. I will say that. So if you do enjoy arenas, they're coming out with a new map. We'll see how that goes. And let's talk about wars. I'm not going to get too much into wars, but wars are just... It's really just throw wars, fake wars, politic wars. There's so many. Once you get into PvPing at a higher level, and you're a governor or you're a high-ranking person in your company, you know there's a bunch of politics along with war, and it just creates a bad environment for PvP. Like, let's say this company owns 3 territories. You're technically not allowed to double deck them because of server politics across the game, where it's just not nice to do something like that, which is just a terrible mentality to have. You're pretty much gating wars, like, oh, this person's already decked on, now nobody can touch their territory for X amount of days, so it doesn't overlap with another war. It's just terrible. It doesn't create a good environment for, like, let's just war whenever. I think New World can solve that by just allowing one company to own one territory per server. That's really the only way to solve that outside politics from being an issue. So, but on the flip side of that coin, they just love war for the most part. They just want war. They want 50v50 war. So I understand why they want more territory. All companies, I'm not just trying to pick out technical. They literally just want land. I think it's technical, yeah. They just want land, so it makes sense. They want war. It's good money, content, etc. So I get it. So I think also if they were to do something like that, they need to add instance wars or something like OPR. So 2 companies or 50 people. I don't know how they would do 50 people randomly, but you can like challenge, like let's say let's say my company wanted to just have a fucking practice war technical. They should put like a bar right here, I think, like instance war. And you guys can both like set something up and you guys have a little 50v50 like practice war that's not for the territory, but it's just a war, something like that. I don't know. But PvP's got a long way to go. Obviously it's such a minority in most MMOs, but you gotta cater to the community a little bit. Now let's go on to PvE. 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 That's what MMOs really are all about, honestly. It's the majority of every game. These are the people that you gotta cater to the most. Which, that's where I think New World is going wrong. They're trying to cater... It seems like they're trying to move towards a 50-50 split of PvP and PvE. I don't think they have the team big enough to cater to both sides like that. So since PvE is the majority of this player base, I think you need to cater to them. But let's get into what they've added in-game for PvE that maybe you haven't been playing for a long time. So some quality of life things they've added. We now have gear sets. If you want to look at my screen right now, I'll show that off. Gear sets is on the right side. It's 5,000 marks of fortune. I believe you start with 2. You can buy more for 5,000 marks of fortune. You also get one in the season pass. It's on the free side, so you don't even have to pay for the season pass to get it, but it's on the free side. It's level 100. Yeah, level 100. Which, that's another thing if you haven't been playing for a long time. They got a season pass. They got other quality of life things. They added music, 600 tools, 600 bags. What else have they added since launch? I know I'm probably missing a lot of stuff, but they've added a lot of good quality of life stuff to the game. Storage system's a lot better. It's also getting better. They are going to add a way to search perks in your storage, which is going to be huge. Just a lot of good quality of life things. They added brimstone. They added dungeons. It's a good step in the right direction. They got good bones. Like, New World has got good bones. It needs another 6 months to a year of development before I think it's in a really solid state for players to return. Or not even six months to a year. I think you can return with Season 2. So Season 2 is adding a lot more good stuff, which is a step in the right direction. Now, is it good to full return and make this your main game? I don't know if Season 2 is that yet, but it's getting there. So maybe we do stay on that 6 months to a year timeline. If they keep up with the updates, they keep going for PvE, they keep adding all this stuff, good quality of life changes, I think we can be there soon. Because, I mean, anyone who's played New World, it hooked you at first. It was a great game. It was a lot of fun to play. Now they just got to build on it. What do I think they can do to add on to it to make it better? Well, they need to obviously expand more. Brimstone was a very good thing. Now they need to do that again and then have more content ready with it. So I think it's Season 3 they're getting the expansion to come in. So Season 2 might be a good one to return if you've been gone for a long time. If you haven't been gone that long, I think wait till Season 3. But I think Season 2 can be a good returning point, and let me tell you why. Let me pull it up, actually. Let me just pull it up for you guys. So here it is. Here we go. And I'll link this in my description below. So, Season 1 is already here. Let's get rid of this embed. Season 1's already here. This was a solid step in the right direction. Now Season 2, which is next, they're adding get out of here. They're adding season story, transmog, season trial, raid groups, a new heart rune, cross-world OPR, which doesn't matter much because, I mean, servers are kind of dead again. Seasonal world events, balance changes, and season pass. So this is Season 2. Season 3. So if you were gone for a long time, I would say wait. You could probably return with Season 2 just to get caught up and be ready for Season 3. But if you've been only gone for a short time, I'd say Season 3, the fall, is probably your time to return. This is probably going to be the best time to return for your long-time players who've been gone for a while. You got a main story quest update, which they've done a lot with this already. It's a lot better. It's a lot faster. It's not as boring. Less running around from going to here to there to here to there. Things are a lot closer. You got perk balance updates, which is nice to make the game feel fresh. Seasonal and world events, which if you returned in season 2, they now have a new event for every season, which is cool. I mean, well, I guess they already had that, but they'll have world events now as well. Territory influence update for your PvPers, season pass, and then the expansion that's coming in season 3, new story, a zone transformed, which is now First Light. We now know we're getting a zone, yeah, I believe it's First Light. New expedition, we're getting mounts, we're getting new weapon, we're getting a heart rune, we're getting a gear score change. And this is for your if you've been gone for a long time, I'd say season. You know what? Actually, looking at this timeline right now as I'm explaining it to you guys, I say just wait till season 3. So the fall, probably your best chance to return, 100%. This will get you caught up to everything, and then season 4 is when you get a lot more content as well. You got the season story, you got season trials with mutators, season trinket. I don't know what those two are. Main quest update again. New expedition, new heart runes, seasonal events. So really, season 3, season 4, probably your best bet to return to the game, I believe. Season 1, though, I guess we can go over that as well if you've been gone for a while. Season update, gear set storage they added, which I showed off. New expedition, which is the Imperium Forge, which the new dungeons are doing good with. Imperium Forge is a really good dungeon. Looks nice, not too long, not too quick. Pretty good mechanics in there. The final fight is pretty tough at first when you first get into it. Obviously, when you figure it out, it gets easier, but it's solid. Oh, this was another big change, quality of life to PvP people. They added outlines for the colors of Sacred Grounds, Ice Storms, all that, so you know which one's enemy, which one's allies. Balance updates, season pass. But, so I'd say, to answer the question again at the end of the video, I'd say the answer to return it right now is no. But is it time to return soon? I'd think so. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below in the YouTube comments or pop into my stream. I do speed run throughout the week. It's normally pretty random during the week when I do it. We don't have a set schedule, so if you want to pop in the stream and ask some questions, or if you guys want to see anything, go ahead and do that. I also have my Twitch. I'll link that below. But thank you guys for hanging out. I know it was a longer video, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day.